Chronicles with the Ngongos. Hey, Bafethu, it's been a minute. Like, we posted videos and then we just left you guys hanging like that. Due to unforeseen circumstances, we couldn't upload videos, but we thank God who took us through the season that we were going through, and we are back finally. Thank you guys for the reception from the previous videos. We see your love, we see your support, and stay tuned for more content. I mean, that was a huge encouragement to us to say, guys, you actually have something to say. People are actually watching, people are actually listening to what you have to say. So yeah, that was just a tap on the back to us to say, no, let's carry on with the work that has been started, and we are grateful for you guys, and keep commenting, keep liking, and yeah, we promise to give you great content.
So today we're going to talk about izinto eziqhamuka kumavesi njengokuthi kuGenesis kunevesi elithi indoda iyoshiya uma abazali bayo inamathele kumkayo. So sizochaza kakhulu our understanding on that marriage. So there are things that are there which thina understand njengama cause of marriage, ukuthi once you miss kulama cause, the institution ngeke izibe stable. Institution yomshado. So we can talk about our backgrounds. As we were talking about our backgrounds, we can talk about anything that enenza nibe different njengabantu abasuke beza together bezoshada. But our understanding is that uma nishada or nithandana, you actually celebrate ama differences wenu, ukuthi okay, kakhulukazi ukuthi uNkulunkulu wenza ngamabomu ukuthi ube attracted njengomuntu kumuntu ongafani naye. So you
physically,
yeah,
mentally, like emotionally, like for example, men are not emotional beings, they are logic beings. Tina, we are more emotional than men, but then we attract each other. Understand? So
that was i-purpose kaNkulunkulu to say, so you can't be fighting about ama differences wenu, because nihlangene to celebrate that, ukuthi you know what, we are different, we are not the same, we were not raised from ifamily efanayo and all those differences. But what you are trying to do now, ukuthi then how do we embrace our differences and be able to build a stable institution that is going to spread love, that is going to spread hope to the community, to the family, and also to everyone that is watching your marriage. Unkosikazi wami nokusho ukuthi ubesho kade sisaxoxa recap about this topic, ukuthi umshado akusiwona umshado nje ukuthi ushadela wena. Maybe you can talk about that.
Yeah, like before we get into the points that we have, like the misconception that people have about marriage is that marriage is just for the people who are entering the institution. That's not what the Bible tells us. That's not what the will of God says, you know. Umshado is for show. Like, in as much as zoba khona ama celebrations, niyaqoka irokele emhlophe na ifaka isuit yakhe walking down the aisle, that whole show, it needs to carry on into the marriage. Now you have to start showing ukubambisana kwenu community. Now you have to start showing parenting skills zenu, you know, through your kids, to say, okay, now we're in the community, we are married, how are we conducting our marriage, our family life, our individual lives. Understand? So everything emshadweni is for show. Do not listen to people abati, oh no, why besinake kangaka? No, why would banagile? You guys, the minute nithi niyashada, you guys are there on the podium of the world to be examples in the community.
Yes.
So for me, that's how I've seen umshado throughout nje kule threads sesishadile. That's how I've seen it. Oh no, man, like you get people abadala kunathi and be like, yo, you guys are doing good, you know, and you're like, why what's nageleni, you know? Then that's where you get to realize, no, this is bigger than us, actually, you know.
Yeah.
This is for the community at large. So lana nikhulisa abantwana yabo who are going to be huge role players in the community. So that will also, that's why I'm saying it's for sure. Your children are going to grow up and speak about what they were raised in, what they saw in their home. So it's definitely for sure, guys.
Yes, so like guys, umshado is very, very important, yabo. So like umshado important one for you guys ensuke nishada, for abatwana benu, for your family, for the community, even for South Africa as a whole. Because most of the leaders, most of the people we meet at work, most of the people esibahlangana nabo esikoleni babuya from ikhaya elithize. So God had a plan to say, let me create an institution that is going to bring the community, all these leaders that we see in the community, all these soccer players, whoever that is participating in, whether entertaining the community, teaching the community, whatever that you are doing in the community, you should be coming from a stable institution so that you are not toxic to others. So now umshado must play that role. So it's a very important role that even us njengabantu abancane, we should understand what we are doing. We should understand that we enye into esike sayi-understanda baby ukuthi umshado also, if umshado ustable, ikhaya nje li-stable, so uyakwazi ukuhila abantu ukubalapha. You know, we as the community, we from amakinjewadi sisho ukuthi sibuye emakhaya angafani abawulukunye. Some of the things that we go through when we grow up,
they scar us.
Yes, the relationships, even friend, you may meet. Sometimes we are meet umngane or abusive friend, an abusive girlfriend,
colleague,
an abusive boyfriend, colleague. But this institution called marriage should be able to heal. We should be able to come to a healthy relationship, to a healthy home, to say, now, you know what, I need to take out whatever that esike yenzeka kimi and be able to be part of a relationship that is healthy, that is sound.
Even healing to one another, you know, each and every person ophila la emhlabeni has a toxic trait, ne? We have positive traits and we have negative traits, ne? And what we've noticed is that the devil wants you individually to focus. So he wants me to focus more on negative things as than the positive, you know. And then you find yourself being negative towards Umsa instead of healing him. You understand? Now in turn he brings that back because now he also has his toxic traits. So a good marriage should be, it should be able to heal even you guys individually. Yes, community sayibona, but niqala nihilane no two, and then kuzobonakala ke ku-community ukuthi no, these two are healthy human beings, they are healed, it's people that we can look up to.
Yes, so as we are saying, but once you understand, there are 3 pillars that we are going to talk about, that these ones, as I'm saying, they are pillars. They once one of the pillars ayimile kahle, that institution is not going to be stable. So
you can't neglect any of these 3 because if one fails, then like you need to feed all of these 3 ukuthi your marriage be balanced. Otherwise, if one lacks, then And if these three pillars, it is the reason why marriage works and the reason why marriages do not work. So it's the reason why people divorce, it's the reason why people stay married.
Yes.
So if you get these three right, and work hard to balance these three out, you are going far.
Yeah. And if you need you need to be these three pillars, you need to be able to protect them, to say now as we are married, we are protecting these three pillars. Nobody is going to touch them, because what we are doing, we are protecting the entire gold that you guys are carrying. As we are saying, this is gold, this is something that is very, very important in terms of the community, all these things that we were talking about. So this institution, if you are getting these three pillars right, then you are able, and once you understand, guys, what are we actually doing, what do we want to accomplish with this relationship that we are in, then now you are able to even heal each other now. Because now what comes first is what you guys are doing, then individualism, to say uNokulunga, if Nokulunga is doing something, kuzothi mina uNokulunga uyangilimaza, nabo nami if I'm doing something, uNokulunga uzothi umsawe uyangilimaza. But once there is something in between you that you both because at the end of the day you are partners, and if partners seek to achieve one goal, if you are partners, whether in business or whatever, the main purpose of never partners, because there is a goal that you want to achieve.
It's a win-win situation.
Yes, the win-win situation.
If you feel like you're winning, but he feels like he's not winning, we are not winning.
Yes.
If he feels like he's losing and I feel like I'm losing, we are both losing.
The partnership is not working out.
I mean, a problem, mina. No,
I'm fine,
you both have a problem, because I'm supposed to heal him. Problem, I'm supposed to help him kule problem and bring him to healing, so that we can both win. It's all about winning all the time.
So now when you are resolving, you guys are resolving conflicts now, you are saying, Lulu, don't you think ukuthi if ukhuluma kanje kumina, ne, you are tampering with the pillars of this relationship? Don't you think, rather than me saying that, don't you think ukuthi Lulu mawukhuluma kanje ngizokushiya mina, yabo? Because like lokho kwenza then kwenza tension ibe ukuthi ngizokushiya mina,
and then mina I become defensive.
Yes.
To say lo kanti ngimncengile akahambe phela, and then you both lose.
But I shouldn't say ukuthi ngizokushiya mina, ukuthi I should say ukuthi the goal that you are carrying is going to fall if uzokhuluma nami kanje, because I'm not gonna be stable, I'm gonna be angry with you. Now you see, now if focus isishintshile, akusekho individual ukuthi hayi lo uyangilimaza, ayisekho leyo blame game, because now there is something that ukuthi uNokulunga is on the other side, you are on the other side carrying this thing. So whenever someone is not fine, you are trying by all means, because the weight comes ukuthi I'm the only one carrying this thing now, because yena usehleze ediniwe, yena usehleze ehamba, I'm the only one manje oshadile, yabo?
Imagine like he's always in a good mood, I'm always in a bad mood.
Yeah.
He can never be in a good mood fully, because and then I can never be fully in a like ukuba good kwakhe, imood yakhe maybe good. Mina it makes me feel even worse ukuthi he's even so happy mina lapho he must come down to my level, yabo. It's not always good, I must actually go up. Satan is playing nje kulawo areas ukuthi njalo he magnifies the negative than the positive. So let's get into the pillars again.
And again, before we get into the pillars, like the people can feel, if you see the other if good marriage should spread love, you see, hospitality, welcoming of visitors and all those things. Imagine you get into our home, and uLulu udiniwe. Now we are not both carrying this thing properly now because lo udiniwe. Ama visitors mefika awutholi this love, this hospitality that they should get from ekhaya lethu, just because we are married, we are raising kids. Even our kids now siyaqala siyabashouta because why? There is a crack, there is no protection of the pillars.
Leso sikali lesi ukwazi ukubeka like both things, and then esindayo iyehla and then enyukayo.
Yeah.
So akubalance.
Yeah.
So mina when I'm in a bad mood, yabo, ngiyasehlisa isikali, and then umsazi is on a high. Then kanjalo vice versa. But then if we are both on the same mood, then like it works. Page it works. Move.
So you guys, you should be able to come together, to sit down and say, how far are we with our project? Because it's sort of a project.
In fact, we are accountable for each other. He is my eyes and I'm his eyes. Because sometimes it's izinto that I do or I inflict on him or on the family, angiziboni, you know. Izulu sithi iqaqa alizizwa ukunuka, you know. So mina sometimes izinto engizenzayo angizregard as wrong or angiziboni as wrong, or mhlambi intention yami bengekona ukuthi kuvele ngazathi ngiveza iside elibi, yabo. But because yena ungamehlo wami uyakwazi ukungitshela ukuthi iLulu lapha ukhuluma kahle, lapha yana azange wenze kahle. Nami if ngine spirit sokufunda ukwehla, nami ngiyaqala ngiyasearch ngithi ngempela, yabo, bese ngiyachaza ukuthi no, I didn't actually mean to, yabo. Na into kade ngiyiminish, and then the one who was on the receiving end uyakwazi ukutshela ukuthi hey, but asi receive kanjalo thini, yabo. Nami vice versa. Mekhona into angayenzi right, I need to be his eyes and his mouth to say no, ndodo, akuhambi kahle.
Yeah. So then guys, thank you so much for watching our part 1 of our video. Or with part 2, that's when we were getting into details, when we are really talking about the 3 pillars that we are talking about. Please guys, watch our part 2 where we get into details. What are we really saying, Uguti? These are the 3 legs, 3 pillars of umshado. Once you get them wrong, you're not going to produce a good marriage that is going to give hope to the community, spread love to the community, spread love to the family, to everyone, to the church, to everyone around you, because that is plan uNkulunkulu anayo ngomshado. Would you like to add something before we?
No, I'm cool.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, like our page, and comment on our part 1. Part 2 uyeza next. Thank you so much.
For some people it's the men, for some people it's the woman.
Yeah, that's a topic for another day. We are going to talk about this. So the 3rd pillar is sex.
Ooh.
That is the 3rd pillar. Sex. Dance. That one is very, very important, guys. As